The last topic which we saw was the urea cycle, which is basically the end product of every amino acid. The amine part of that is going to be excreted from the body in the form of urea by using that cycle. The rest of the amino acids, which is basically the carbon chain and the carbon part of it, it gets catabolized in various ways. So there are many amino acids, so all of them can be simply separated into glucogenic and ketogenic amino acids. So if you look at this list is like uh, a short version of what's going to happen to the carbon chain of all those amino acids. So basically what is going to happen is that it's going to be used to make energy. Where does it go to make energy? The Krebs cycle or the citric acid cycle. Okay, so different amino acids enter the citric acid cycle at different points. Some of them form pyruvate and they are glucogenic and play a major role in gluconeogenesis. When there's a deficiency of glucose in our body, our liver synthesizes glucose from these substrates: alanine, cysteine, glycine, serine, threonine, and tryptophan. And all these amino acids can help in the production of glucose. That is, it'll go, suppose I take threonine, okay, it goes to succinyl CoA and then it goes back here, goes to pyruvate, and pyruvate is the substrate from which glucose can be formed. And the common pathway is that, but there are many complicated pathways. But what is the essence of this topic is the carbon parts of all amino acids are going to be used to make energy. The amine part is going to form urea and be excreted, and there are few certain amino acids which are used to make some special products. Okay, so this is would be a like if you want to do a micro xerox or something like that, this would be it. This is your basic amino acid metabolism all in one. I found this on YouTube. Some professor had it on his YouTube channel. I'll put it down in the description. You can check him out. But I found this very useful. So this contains a list of all the important amino acids which I'm going to highlight right now. So first of all, the important one is phenylalanine and tyrosine. Phenylalanine is an essential amino acid according to our nutritional needs. Our body cannot synthesize phenylalanine, but tyrosine is formed from phenylalanine. Why this is important is all our epinephrine, norepinephrine, which is our adrenaline and noradrenaline, are going to be synthesized from this, which is responsible for a sympathetic system. So very important stuff. Next important amino acid is tryptophan. Tryptophan is the base for many chemical mediators like melatonin and serotonin. Melatonin plays a very vital role in sleep, and serotonin is a neurotransmitter which is of very high importance related to mood and depression and happiness and all of that. Serotonin is going to be very important. And you see dopamine will be produced from tyrosine. Okay, so phenylalanine, tyrosine, tryptophan, very important. After that, few other important ones are histidine. From histidine you get histamine, which is a very important mm, vasoactive amine, which is responsible for inflammation. So very important in pathology, histamine. So that's formed from histidine. Then other important amino acids are methionine. Methionine is used to make SAM, which is your methyl donor. So anywhere in your body where you want to add a methyl group, this is going to be very essential. So there are some important diseases which are mentioned over here. I've skipped this, so I'll just highlight a few of those points as well. So if there is a deficiency of this enzyme, which is phenylalanine hydroxylase, you are going to get phenylketonuria. That is, phenylalanine is going to get accumulated in our blood and is going to phenyl ketone bodies are going to be excreted in the urine. So that is phenylketonuria. Okay. So tyrosine homogentinate gentisate. Okay, and this fumarate synthase enzyme deficiency is going to cause alkaptonuria. Alkaptonuria is black colored urine, very important. You see this leucine, it's a aromatic amino acid. It's going to cause maple syrup urine disease. These named diseases are very important for all MCQs and your 1 marks, but they won't be tested as much on your 4 marks and 10 marks. So you could just brush up on them before your exams. But the base is uh, ammoni- ammo- amino acids have two parts, carbons and nitrogen groups. Nitrogen going to be used for lot of synthesis like DNA, proteins and all that stuff, going to be excreted as urea. The carbon part is going to be used in the energy production in the citric acid cycle. So that is the base of that, and there are a few intermediate steps which you need to know in phenylalanine and tryptophan and methionine and histidine. These are few important amino acids. Going into detail of all the amino acids will cause a lot of confusion, so you get your basics cleared out and rest will fall into place automatically. Don't try to remember each and every amino acid and its pathway and what it's going to do. Instead, focus on the basics, then build upon the basics as to what histidine is going to do, what arginine is going to do, what lysine is going to do, what leucine is going to do. All of that you can build up on your base. Your base should be very strong, based on which you can add knowledge. So that's where I'm focusing on last minute medicine. I'll give you all the basic stuff which you can use to build your answers and hopefully do well in your exams. Thank you. Please do like, subscribe and comment, and if you want me to cover any particular topic in detail, please do comment. Thank you.